I see you found it.
What? Oh, yeah.
Mind if I join you?
Help yourself.
Oh, that last chunk of uphill. It's a killer. Gets worse every year. Either that or I'm getting older. Which do you think it is?
I couldn't say.
Can't complain about the weather, though. It must be pushing 50 degrees. And in the sun, it's downright warm. Not bad for the end of October. It feels good to sit down. I love this place. Lake Valhalla's always been one of my favorite hikes. My wife, Joan, and I, before she died, we used to get up here every summer. Put that cache here in 2003. First geocache we ever placed. Joan gave me a GPS unit for Christmas. Said I was getting fat and needed more exercise. She didn't want me kicking the bucket before I had to, leaving her all alone. Me? I'd never heard of geocaching. It sounded like the stupidest thing in the world. Wandering around God knows where looking for something some other stupid person had hidden. But then we tried it, and it was a blast. Trail mix?
No thanks.
I make it myself. Can't stand the regular crap, especially the raisins. I hate raisins. This is nothing but almonds and cashews and dried cranberries. And I soak the cranberries in whiskey before I throw them in. It's good.
I'll pass.
Suit yourself. Joan and me, during the summer, we used to get up here in the mountains at least once a week. I still try to, but I'm getting old. And slow. That trail coming up from Smithbrook, it's 2.5 miles. I used to do it in an hour and a half. Now it's 3 hours. And those damn switchbacks are killing me. Not sure how many more years I'm going to be able to get up here.
Hey, a lot of people our age wouldn't even think of hiking this far.
Our age? I'll bet you anything you want. I've got a decade on you at least.
No. I'm not much of a betting man.
Come January, I'll be 78.
You don't look it.
So? Would I have won my bet? How old are you?
68. Last week.
Damn. I'd have lost. But I was close, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were.
You should have bet. You would have won. There's no other vehicles down up the trailhead. Where'd you start?
Stevens Pass.
So, you're on the Pacific Crest Trail?
Yeah.
That's quite a load you're hauling. Where are you headed?
Just need to get out by myself for a few days. Take a walk. Clear my head.
Heading north?
Yeah.
How far?
I don't know. A couple of days. I'll turn around. Head back.
I don't see snowshoes on your pack. You got any?
No.
Weather report said there's a cold front coming in tomorrow, with a pile of snow right behind it.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay. It's your hide.
Yeah, it is.
This your first time up here?
No. Been here a couple of times.
You're a man of few words, aren't you?
Sorry. I sort of figured I'd be on my own up here.
Sounds like I'm the one who ought to be sorry, interrupting you like this.
No problem.
By the way, I'm Frank. Frank Thompson.
Eric Peterson.
Listen, I can go over there. There's another bench on the other side of the lake.
No need. Ought to be moving on anyway. Sitting here long enough. I'll just put the cash back and...
I'll take care of that. Afraid that by the time you get home, this one will be off the website. I'm shutting it down.
How come?
I'm moving out of state. Couldn't find anyone to adopt it. You want it? You can have it.
Nah, I don't think so.
You put anything in here you want back, now that you know it's going away?
No, nothing. I just signed the logbook.
It's a great site. Folks love it. I can't believe nobody wants to adopt it. Damn.
So, Frank, where are you moving to?
Ugh. California. Sacramento.
Why?
It's my daughter's idea. She wants me to move down by her so she can keep an eye on me. She's found this retirement community close to her, and she wants me to move in there. Hell, she's probably right, but I don't like the idea. My house, it's up near the north end of Lake Washington. In the winter, when the trees drop their leaves, I've got a view of the lake. 3 bedrooms, paid for. I love it. Been living there since God was a small child. Almost 50 years. Joan loved gardening. Fell in love with the place before we got out of the car. It's on this south-facing hill. Good sun. Great for plants. She was always working on it. When we weren't hiking. She had it all terraced with paths and rockery walls. All flower beds, no grass. It was beautiful. Well, now it looks like hell. It's too much. I can't keep up with it. And I can only spend so much time down on my knees pulling weeds before I have to take a break. But I don't have the heart to rip out what Joan did and put grass back in. I should, but I just can't. And I can't afford to pay some high-priced garden professionals to come in and take care of it. I mean, I'm not broke. I'm doing okay, but hell, they want an arm and a leg.
Sounds like your daughter may be right.
No way in hell. I may end up getting an apartment down there somewhere, but no way am I moving into a retirement community. You ever been to one of those places? They're full of crazy old women looking for sugar daddies and crazy old men who got nothing to do but talk your ear off. Hell, in 6 months I'll be just as crazy as they are. Or maybe I'm already there and just haven't figured it out yet.
You don't sound crazy to me. A little long-winded, but sane.
You ever been to Sacramento?
Nope. You?
Yeah, a couple of times. It's a nice enough place.
More sun, less rain.
I grew up with this weather. It's what I'm used to.
I don't know about you. but more sun doesn't sound too bad to me.
Maybe not. Guess I'm gonna find out. But it's hard to think I'll never get back up here.
I'm sure there are nice places around Sacramento.
Not like this. The Hollis Special. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Yeah, it is.
God, I'm not looking forward to lugging this damn thing back down to the car. Ugh, it weighs a ton. It wasn't that heavy when I brought it up here. Anything interesting in here?
Uh, no, didn't see anything. Just the usual stuff.
You never know what you're gonna find in these things. Mostly toys for the kids, but sometimes old photos, postcards. Found a moldy apple once.
Well, I need to get moving. I want to get a bit further before I set up camp.
You take care, and don't let that weather catch you.
I won't. Give Sacramento a chance. You may like it.
I doubt it. What's this? To whom it may concern.
Damn. Look, just give it back to me, okay?
What? This yours? You put it here?
Yeah. And seeing how you're closing down this cache, why don't I take it back and put in the next one I hit?
To whom it may concern. That's me.
No, it's nothing. Just let me have it.
I'm getting a hunch here, and if I'm right, then I don't think I can do that.
Please.
Sorry. It's like the post office. You put it in the box, it's not yours anymore. They deliver it, and this one has been delivered to somebody who is concerned.
I figured.
That nobody would read this till spring, right?
Listen, just give it back to me. Forget you ever saw it. Forget you ever saw me.
My memory's getting bad. I just can't make myself forget something like this. I mean, it happened, so I'm gonna remember it. For a while, at least.
Well,
Well,
so, glad you opened it.
definitely.
Why?
My life's kind of boring these days. It's interesting to meet somebody who's doing something different.
Christ.
Looks like you got it all planned out. This list of caches looks like they're heading north? All of them on the Pacific Crest?
Yeah.
All the way up to Canada. You got quite a trip mapped out here. Quite a trip. But not one you're planning to finish.
Nope.
So, what's the rest of the plan? What happens when you hit the blizzard?
Got a tent, sleeping bag, fifth of first-rate cognac, and a bottle of pills.
Meticulous. Well thought out. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
And curious. Why?
It's time.
What? You got some kind of terminal disease or something? You look pretty damn healthy to me.
Yeah, I guess you could call it terminal. In a way.
Well, what the hell is it?
I'm old. And I'm broke.
Oh, don't give me old. That's relative, and you're talking to the wrong guy. As for being broke, that's bad, but it isn't terminal. In fact, these days it seems to be a fairly common affliction.
You got that right.
But why? I mean, are you depressed?
More than likely. It's not a snap decision. Thinking about it for a while now. Since the company I worked for packed up and moved to India. There's nothing else out there. Not for me. Sure, experience is not the hottest commodity on the market these days.
That's for sure.
knew my savings wouldn't last long. I took Social Security early. Not the best thing in the world to do. But I needed the money. And now, what little I had in the bank is gone. I look down on the road and I don't like what I see. I don't want to play.
Have you checked into, God, I don't know what it's called. Public assistance, state support. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've researched it some. It's not gonna work. Not for me.
This is better?
It's less ugly.
You've got Social Security.
$1,013 a month. I'm paying $650 for a little hole in the basement studio place. What's left barely pays for food, much less any kind of life worth living. Up to now, I've had money in the bank. I could pull some get by, but that's gone. So I decided to take a hike.
You seem like a decent guy.
Thanks.
Intelligent, thoughtful. I mean, the kind of guy who thinks about things. Maybe you think about things too much.
Maybe.
Me? I'm kind of like that too. But I've got an impulsive streak. Joan always wondered where I came up with some of the stupid ideas I had. She'd always jump in and get me back on track. But she's gone.
Which means?
Pull up a bench. Doesn't sound like you've got any pressing appointments this afternoon. Let's talk for a few minutes.
What about?
Just humor me, okay? Sit. Tell me, what kind of shape are your knees in?
Huh? What the hell are you getting at?
Got an idea running around in the back of my head. So, talk to me about your knees.
They're okay.
You know the difference between a daisy and a dandelion?
Yeah, but I don't think.
Oh, don't you bother with the thinking right now. Let me do that. You just listen and answer my questions. Are you a pig around the house?
Not living where I do. It's too small to leave any crap laying around. I'd break my neck.
You bathe on a regular basis?
Once a month. Whether I need it or not.
Can you cook?
I haven't poisoned anybody yet. Nothing fancy, but I get by.
What kind of music you like?
Almost anything up to about 1980. After that, I get fairly picky.
I can live with that.
You won't need to.
Don't say no till I make the offer. That's just being stupid and stubborn. You can come live with me. I'll charge you $75 a week. We'll split the grocery bill. And I'll pay you a minimum wage to help me with the garden. That's strictly under the table. No taxes, no withholding. All you have to do your share around the house. But I'll pay you for anything you do in the garden.
Thanks. But I can't take your charity.
Well, who the hell said anything about charity? This way I get to stay in my house. You'll earn every penny. And maybe that old house won't seem so big and empty anymore. Give it a try. If it doesn't work out, the Pacific Crest Trail will still be here next October.
I need to think about this.
Okay, you do that. You sit here and look at Lake Valhalla while I take this cash and go put it back in its hidey hole. There's lots of beautiful places in these mountains. I'll show you some of them next summer. Maybe not as special as Valhalla, but worth a look-see. It'll be good to have somebody to hike with again. I'll try not to slow you down too much. Hmm? You know, a lot of the time life can be a pile of crap. But every so often you see something beautiful. Like Lake Valhalla. Or you meet up with somebody interesting to talk to get to know. There's always something coming your way that you don't want to miss. It'd be a shame to cheat yourself out of that now, wouldn't it? I'll be right back.